exciting day because we finally saw some rain.
It's the first time in over
in so long.
a month. I know, it was exciting. I mean, the thing that's rough about it is I do think our drivers kind of forget how to drive in the rain. That's been a concern.
We're seeing some accidents.
We've been seeing some accidents, but other than that, it is nice to see some rainfall. Let me show you what it looks like. Earlier, we had a pretty big accident on the Southwest Freeway. You can see out here by the station, things moving smoothly, but earlier we had quite the soggy conditions. A live look at our radar showing scattered showers across the region. I'm going to put this in motion for an hour and you can see right now mainly just light rain showers, but I do want to show you up towards Lake Livingston. This is where we do have a few heftier cells. You can see Tigerville over towards Cold Spring, continuing down 59. That's the East Tex Freeway between Magnolia and Cleveland. A few thunderstorms continuing to move out to the north. Through the day today, you can expect to see a lot of our activity favoring the east side of town. I'll take you in closer to the Houston metro area where just scattered showers remaining. This is what you can expect to see as we go through the afternoon. Scattered light rain showers, isolated thunderstorms, not forecasting anything severe. Otherwise, temperatures still going to be warm, and it's really going to be about that humidity. Winds gusting from the Gulf up to 30 miles per hour. That's why it's so humid, and this is helping aid in our tropical moisture. That's going to be continuing through the afternoon. Coming up, we'll take you hour by hour on Halloween. Haley, not going to be a washout for trick-or-treaters.
Oh, great news. All right. Thanks, Caroline. We'll check fact of what happens when natural disasters hit a city. You know, who knew that 60% of our IVs come from North Carolina?
I mean, you find out really quick where a lot of things come from with natural disasters. Now, here in Houston, we have been so quiet for the past few months. In fact, today is really the first day we've seen rainfall. Unfortunately, it's right before Halloween. So I think a lot of folks paying close attention to this trick-or-treat forecast.
Definitely.
So let's talk about it. Starting.com/pins. We want to show them on air and, of course, feature them online as well. A live look at our radar is showing much more activity than we have been seeing. In fact, you'll notice around the Houston area, if we put this in motion for an hour, you can see those showers drifting their way to the north. Here in Houston, not quite as busy, but if we look closer towards the north, especially up towards Lake Livingston, this is where you see those brighter red colors. That's going to indicate a heavier downpour outside, even some lightning strikes as it drifts really right along the East Tex Freeway. Another area I wanted to spotlight is going to be closer to the coast. This is where our showers have been coming on shore. You can see down in Brazoria County, Danbury, and closer to the coast, a few heftier downpours. Thankfully, we're not seeing anything severe with these storms, but through the day today, you can expect to see more of these showers just drifting their way through. These are very summer-like showers as they're pushing in from the coast, and it is humid out there. In fact, you can almost see that humidity from our tower camera. Temperatures are in the mid-80s. We've got winds really coming in strong from the Gulf, sustained 15 to 20 miles per hour. Winds are gusting up to 30 miles per hour. So this afternoon, it is warm, it is humid, it is wet. We've got a 30% chance of rain today, a 50% tomorrow, and even staying with us as we go into Friday. So our future track today continuing to show cloudy, humid conditions. By 5 o'clock, a lot of these showers will start to taper down. That is until tomorrow when a weak cold front pushes into the area. You can see that front to our northwest at 7 a.m., perhaps a few prefrontal showers. Those thunderstorms working their way through the Houston area, likely right around this time tomorrow, and then continuing towards the southeast. This means once these storms have passed, you're in the clear. Brenham, Conroe, Huntsville, Livingston by 3 o'clock. No issues for trick-or-treating. These showers continuing to advance to the coast and really tapering off by 6 o'clock. So the later you go trick-or-treating, the better. If it's raining outside and you want to go trick-or-treating, definitely make sure you pack an umbrella because we are going to see passerby showers every day for the rest of early voting. And it looks like Election Day also going to bring some showers today. We've got spotty showers across the area. Definitely a nice sight to see after not seeing rainfall since September 25th. That's over 30 5 days. Right now we've got streamer showers streaming in from the Gulf. You can see up towards Liverpool, even some lightning in the Alvin area as well. Continuing for our coastal counties, Bay City, and then up towards Wharton. Seeing a few of these showers drifting their way to the north so far. Nothing causing any major problems, but I will say on the freeways, be careful. A lot of times when we first see rainfall, when it's been so dry, that's when we see most of our accidents. Radar inside the loop showing Edo and on the east side of town around East River, dealing with some downpours there. Also up along 290 Cypress, seeing a few showers. Nothing too heavy, but it is pretty shocking. To the north side of town along the East Tex Freeway, certainly seeing some thunderstorms from Shepherd up towards Cold Spring, all around Lake Livingston and even on Alaska. This is what you can expect as we go through the next several hours, especially on the east side of town. More showers and thunderstorms possible, but looking ahead to Halloween, Haley, not a washout. Rain chances peak towards lunchtime. By 5, 6 o'clock. Will start to quiet down.
Yeah, we'll be ready to see it go. Thanks, Caroline. I know.
It's shocking. I mean, I told my husband, I was like, the tree is going up on Saturday.
Because it'll be November. Which is insane to believe that it's almost the end of the year.
It's moving so quick. But I don't want to skip over Halloween, a very important holiday.
It is.
And we've got rain chances for Halloween.
So we need a minute-by-minute forecast.
Exactly. In fact, starting with this minute, because we just got a brand new Click 2 pin. This was Carla Gentry out in Livingston. We really appreciate you sending this in. That steady rainfall coming down. Really nice to see, especially when we need the rainfall. A live look at our radar. I'm going to show you those showers that Marla was just showing us out there in Livingston. Looks like she was right there along the water. And you can see that deep red color. That's going to be a moderate to heavy downpour. We're even starting to see some lightning from Cold Spring up towards the east side of Lake Livingston on Alaska. And continuing down to the south, Shepherd also seeing some of those downpours as well. So this is what we're going to see through the day today. Not a total washout, but at times it is going to be a bit heavier out there, something we're certainly going to be tracking. Continuing down towards the south, and I'm going to put this in motion because it really just looks like freckles across our radar. You can see those scattered showers. They are all moving, drifting their way to the north. So if you find yourself caught up in a rain shower, just wait about 15 minutes. These are going to continue to push on by. A closer look in the Houston metro showing now just to the north of the loop there, seeing a few showers by the North Freeway, but also some of our heaviest downpours. That's going to be from Manville down towards Alvin, Iowa Colony, Hillcrest, seeing that bright red color. That's going to be indicating with it just a heavier downpour. So far, nothing we can't handle, but we're going to be monitoring this as we have more rain chances through the afternoon. I think by the evening commute, a lot of these showers tapering off, but then into the day tomorrow, once again, more storms starting to push into our area. We've got the coastal showers, and then we'll also have the cold front moving in from the northwest. So this front moving from the northwest to the southeast. So once it pushes through, you're going to be in the clear. By lunchtime, Livingston, Huntsville, Bryan College Station, Brenham, you're in the clear. You're dry for the rest of Halloween. Here in Houston, it looks like we can see rain chances from noon through 3 o'clock. Once we get towards 5, most of those rain chances push off towards the coast. I don't want to say 100% we're clear, but know that your rain chances dramatically going down. So for our trick-or-treaters, it does look like the later you go, the better.
With the Halloween and election day, I hate to say it's bad timing, but it's like we could have used this earlier in October. Yeah, for sure. All right. Thanks so much, Caroline.
Now, much for joining us. I'm Candace Burns. We will get to those stories and more in a moment. But first, we want to get to your Wednesday weather forecast. Caroline Brown joining me here. Caroline, finally, a weeks-long drought over for us.
I mean, 35 days without rainfall. That has been broken. Most of the area has seen some showers. Take a look. You can see Washington County not quite seeing the rainfall, but the rest of us, we've got the rain that's come down. At Bush Intercontinental Airport, they've received over a 1/4 inch of rain. So not a drought buster, but certainly a nice change from what we have been dealing with. Right now across the area, we've got several different showers pushing their way through, most of them coming from the Gulf. You can see Danbury down towards Oyster Creek, seeing some of those heavier downpours. These showers all going to be propagating towards the north and towards the west. You can see a little bit closer to town here. More showers continuing to push through the Houston area. Nothing too heavy at this time, but still pretty surprising to see rainfall when we've been so dry. I do want to show you this thunderstorm we're tracking just along 290 there. You can see just to the north and to the east of Pattinson, dealing with a little bit of thunderstorm activity here, and then continuing towards the north side of town around Livingston, seeing a few thunderstorms, and we're going to keep seeing more as we go into the afternoon. Now, rain chances are going to be continuing as we go into Halloween. Unfortunately, this does mean roads are going to be wet. Your highest likelihood of seeing showers tomorrow really going to be from noon to 3 here in Houston. It does look like the rain chances pushing closer towards the coast. Here in Houston, after 6 o'clock, you should be in the clear. But temperature-wise, we're going to be staying warm and muggy. Candace, coming up, we'll go hour by hour with what you can expect for our trick-or-treat forecast.
Really coming down out there in some parts.
I mean, when it rains, it pours.
We needed it though, right?
We needed the rainfall. It is good, but it's a bit shocking outside. Take a look, pours coming down. When you get caught up in these storms, it is going to be feeling a bit on the intense side. So don't worry. We are going to keep tracking these, but I'll tell you what, if you don't like driving in rain, I'm not the most confident in it. I would recommend waiting it out, because the nice thing about these showers, they are moving. You can see down towards the coast, Oyster Creek up towards Danbury, dealing with some of these light to moderate rain showers. That deeper red color, that's going to indicate slightly heavier downpours. Manville over towards Pearland, also seeing a few of these showers just scooting its way into Brookside Village right now. Continuing up towards the north, we do have some heavier downpours along 290. That's the Northwest Freeway between Cypress and Prairie View. You can see a little bit of lightning activity here. Continuing up towards the north, Magnolia seeing a healthy downpour. Also seeing some showers right over Kingwood and impacting portions of the East Tex Freeway. It is going to be off and on showers as we go through the next several hours. I do want to show you what this looks like as we put the radar in motion, just so you can see these storms are continuing to move. They're drifting their way to the north, so just wait it out. And I'm going to say that's the trend, not just today, but even into the day tomorrow. So scattered storms through the day today. Tomorrow, we're tracking a weak cold front pushing into the area by 7 a.m. You can see it rolling into our far northwest counties. Scattered storms here in the Houston area by noon. You can see this is the cold front we're going to be tracking on Halloween, and then continuing to advance to the coast by 3 o'clock, impacting mostly areas south of I-10, and then continuing to break up after 5 o'clock. So I do want to say it is possible to have rain after 5 p.m. If you're waiting to go trick-or-treating, just wait it out. These showers are not going to be lasting, so your trick-or-treat forecast, the later you go trick-or-treating, the more. So excited for that cold front.
That's really nice. I wish we could shift some of those days up a little bit, but we'll make it work.
Yeah.
Thanks, Caroline.
Nice to see today, wasn't it?
Yes, and you'll be happy to know more is on the way, right, Caroline?
More is on the way. A nice change up from what we had been seeing. Just dry and hot. Well, now we've gotten over a 1/4 inch of rain. And if you look at our map here, I've seen passing rain chances. If you have not seen the rain, don't worry. We have more in the forecast, so you still have a pretty good chance. If not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. We've got rain chances every single day for the next week. And right now we're tracking a line of showers rolling their way in from the coast. If we put this in motion, you can see they're pushing their way to the north, really lined up there along 288. A closer look at the Houston Metro showing a lot of activity kind of favoring the east side of town. Galena Park seeing some of those nice downpours. Kingwood over towards Atascocita also seeing some thunderstorm activity. Over towards the Northwest Freeway, that's 290. Prairie View dealing with some of these showers, and then off towards the north, more hit or miss showers. So across the board, a nice change up from what we had been seeing. But unfortunately, this is going to be sticking around even as we go into Halloween. In fact, your Halloween forecast showing rain chances most likely here in Houston towards the middle of the day tomorrow. Now, this is coming with a weak cold front, which means it's not going to be lasting all day. Really spooky and humid those at 6 o'clock, 80 degrees, a 20% chance of showers. So starting to dry out, still going to be seeing wet roads. So if your costume is a little bit long, if you've got a tail, a cape, definitely consider hemming that. But the good news is it looks like after 5 o'clock, conditions much more dry for trick-or-treaters.
Certainly is good news, Caroline. Thank you.
Scattered rain showers, but it is also a bit on the windy side. Winds gusting from the southeast up to 30 miles per hour. Now, a live look at our radar will show you not a tremendous amount of coverage, but when we have the showers, they have been coming down rather hefty. So I'm going to start with the south and then work our way up to the north. So we're going to be starting along 288. You can see from Richwood to Lake Jackson, Brazoria, Angleton. Not seeing any lightning here, but certainly some healthy downpours moving their way through. If we put our radar in motion there for an hour, at least it's continuing to move. And that's what we can continue to see as we head to the north. Manville seeing a nice downpour right now. Continuing up into the Houston metro, you can see some showers actually likely impacting the Houston Zoo and portions of the medical center. You'll also notice over towards Atascocita, dealing with a few showers over towards Kingwood here. These are going to keep rolling into the area. So at times it is going to be a bit difficult on the highways there. You'll notice over towards the west side of town, also just seeing a few showers north of Navasota. And this is really all we have going on right now. In through the next several hours, we're going to continue to see more showers rolling their way up to the north. No severe weather, no flooding weather, but I'll tell you what, it's coming down heavy, so it can feel intense, and we can see some ponding, especially on our feeder roads. So our future track showing mostly calm conditions tonight, isolated showers possible, and then into Halloween, we'll start by tracking a cold front off to our north and west. This will be diving its way to the southeast, so as it does, areas will be cleared by noon. Crockett to Huntsville, Brenham, Bryan College Station, no more rainfall for Halloween. Here in Houston, though, still dealing with the showers and storms, especially around lunchtime. 3 o'clock, most of that activity is diving towards the coast. But I would not be surprised if we have a lingering shower around 5 o'clock tomorrow for trick-or-treaters. You can see 7 o'clock, things starting to quiet down. So that's the trend. Highest rain chances towards the middle of the day. Once we get into the rainfall between now and Friday, so certainly not going to be the wettest October on record.
Back, everyone. We start with your weather. It was so nice to see all of that rain, and it wasn't a washout either.
Not a washout. Really hit or miss rain showers. And I'll tell you what, when they're not here, it's still warm and humid. Take a look outside. Despite the rain, we're 84 here in Houston, 90 in Katy. They have not seen any rain. 77 in Huntsville. So a big difference in temperatures, whether or not you've seen rain, with winds still pumping in that Gulf moisture coming in from the southeast at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. This is part of the reason why we're seeing such heavy rainfall, is because we've got so much ample moisture out there. A closer look at the radar is going to show you that we are tracking some of those downpours closer towards the Houston metro here, and you'll notice that's going to be on the northeast side of town, also along 288, dealing with some of those rain showers. This is what we're going to see as we go through the next several hours. But as we look ahead to Halloween, we're actually going to see a weak front passing through. This means it's not going to be raining all day. In fact, here in Houston, our rain chances highest from noon to 3 o'clock. Once we get into the afternoon, that front pushing towards the coast, that means we'll be drying out and cooling down as we head to prime trick-or-treating time. Sunset tomorrow at 6:36 p.m. And you'll notice not just tomorrow, but even as we look, fortunately, even though it's a cold front, we're not going to see any major changes in those temperatures. But coming up, Andy, Candace, we're going to talk about what could be our first big fall cold front this year.
All right. Thank you, Caroline.
We are staying warm, and you're not going to see our temperatures drop very much. That's because we've got gusty winds from the southeast, keeping us warm and humid. But also we've got rain and cloud cover. That cloud cover acts as a blanket, preventing us from cooling down. So over the next several days, you're going to continue to see rain chances pretty likely, especially as we look towards the day tomorrow. Now let's first start with what we're seeing right now, because we really only have one big cell that we're tracking here. You can see impacting areas on the far northeast side of town. This is a thunderstorm impacting areas just to the south of Kingwood, down towards Riverside Crest, Atascocita, Pittsville as well, continuing nearly to Highway 90 here, Magnolia Gardens, seeing a healthy downpour with this shower. If we put this in motion, you can see it has been moving a tad. Not a tremendous amount, though. This is over the last hour. We've been seeing it slowly drift its way to the north. That will continue to move its way towards the north. And on the south side of town, a lot of those showers along 288 have been falling apart. You can see right there down towards Iowa Colony, not seeing any lightning associated with this, but certainly a nice little downpour. Finally, I want to take you down towards coastal Brazoria, Holiday Lakes to Angleton, Oyster Creek, seeing more storms push on shore, and that's what we can expect over the next several hours. Isolated showers rolling through, but when it rains, it pours. As for our future track, most of us will be dry and humid this evening. We'll watch as a cold front starts to push in tomorrow. Not going to do much for our temperatures, but it will bring more organized showers and storms by 11 o'clock, pushing into our far northwest counties, rolling through the Houston area by noon, and this is going to be clearing from the northwest to the southeast. So once it's past you, you're in the clear by 3 o'clock. I mean, Conroe, Huntsville, Livingston, Bryan College Station, Brenham, you are going to be dry for the rest of Halloween, and it keeps advancing towards the coast. So here in Houston, most likely after 5 o'clock, we're going to be dry. An isolated lingering shower, that is still going to be possible. So pay attention to the forecast, but no, it's similar to today. If you do see a shower, just wait it out. Your trick-or-treat forecast